Yo guys, what's going on? Robert Warshack here, and we have, of course, Lightshow Mage. It wouldn't be a new expansion if Rob didn't try to make Lightshow Mage work. Surprisingly, this deck was doing pretty well for us at around 2K Legend. We had a good time with it. It looks a little weird. There's a couple cards in here that you're gonna be like, Rob, what are you doing with Doomsayer in your deck in 2014? I mean 2020. Rob, what are you gonna? Actually, Doomsayer was probably played in 2014. 2024 is where Doomsayer no longer seems to play. We have the Observer of Mysteries in the deck as well, so let's go through it. So the point of the deck is the light shows, of course. Shoot 2 beams at enemy that deal 2 damage each. Your future light shows shoot 1 more beam. So ideally, you just want to play light show, and then that powers the next light show, and then you play another light show. So cards that create more light shows is what we want, and that's kind of what we're aiming for. We have Stargazing, which draws a different arcane spell. If you play it, it casts twice this turn. Our arcane spells in the deck are the Glyph, which can find more light shows, Rewind, which definitely can find more light shows, or just light show, which is light show. We also have the audio splitter in the deck, and we made sure there's only one card that costs more than 3. I know I'm going to get a lot of questions. Rob, why don't you put reverb in the deck or starve power and all this stuff? The point is, because audio splitter, we want it to copy light show every time. The thing is, Volume Up is too good of a card not to run because it's a lot of draw, which finds our spells so we can begin to copy them. So ideally, we Volume Up, get it out of our hand, copy a Light Show or a Rewind, then we're throwing down the audio splitters to copy the highest card, which would then be Light Show. So just be careful on your discoveries from like Void Scripture and your Emphatize Maxitude and your Glyph to make sure they don't go over 3, but if they do, you're playing them the same turn and Splitter's not copying them. Taking a look at some other interesting cards in the deck, Fizzle. I found that having that snapshot to copy more light shows against the control matchups like Warrior and Priest and Druid sometimes was really, really helpful. He's a 3-mana 3/3, basically hedge against every control deck you're going to play against. It was hard not to include him. Moving down to the Bloody Watcher. Unfortunately, we lost Guardian, like the +2 spell power lady, so we have to play something else. We also lost Vex, so we need something that allows us to kind of go crazy with our spells and play a bunch in one turn. And the Blood Watcher basically allows us to play any of our discovered cards for 1, which means any discovered light shows from Rewind cost 1. Anything that we get off the Emphatize Magnitude most of the time will cost 1. Anything that we go with Snap costs 1, so she's pretty cool and a really, really good card in this deck. The Observer, so this is kind of weird but kind of cool. So we're playing this card alongside of Doomsayer to hedge into the turns that we want to light show and deal a lot of damage face, right? Because normally when you play Observer, your opponent isn't really doing too much that turn because they won't want to trigger the secrets that are just going to go away anyway. So you can kind of slow down your opponent or deny them turns by summoning 2 random secrets that they don't know what it is. So we're not really doing this in regards to trying to win as a condition like the DH deck. You know what I mean? We're using this as a stall tactic to kind of get more value so we can just play more light shows. Looking at our high end, we have the Inquisitive Creation. Of course, even if this is dealing like 2, 3, 4 damage to your opponent, it's really, really good. I don't like the Discovery of Magic. I know it's good with Civ, and I know it's good with this guy, but the thing of Discovery of Magic is we have to remember that we're going to be making a lot of spells with like Glyph and Maxitude that we don't want to mess up in Void Scripture, that we don't want to mess up Rewind too much, because the more spells we play, the less chance that Rewind is going to hit Light Show, and we want to make sure that it has the highest chance as possible. So playing a 1-mana spell that generates another spell, which could generate another spell, just added 3 more spells to Rewind, which fucks up Light Show, which was why I took it out. So even though, yeah, it runs Civ isn't the point of the deck. The point of the deck possibly sometimes is Civ into Light Show, and then Light Show shoots like, 8 beams, and each beam does, 6 damage. So she's there for that if that occurs, but by no means is she like a win condition. It's just an extra kind of like, she's good, you play her, but it's not the point. We run Chadgar because the weapon that just keeps helping us a little bit over time is really, really good. Plus he's new. Norgan is also really good, but not as good because we do not play Reverb. However, we can discover Reverbs, which then makes Norgan really, really good. So why not play a Titan with left unchecked? Kind of just wins you the game. And then those are our entire top end. Just these 3/6 drops, and then the rest is value and summoning more light shows. So with that, enjoy the games. They're kind of crazy, and I hope you like it. That can't be right, Chad. Like, that just can't be right. Oh, it was a good hand. We also main deck double Doomsayer, guys. Columbia, so now you're a coke dealer? What the hell? What are you talking about? I distribute high-value Hearthstone cards to my community. Counterspell and Azurite Vein. Let's go. Volume up. The problem with the volume up here is I already have, like, a full hand. So I guess I just go Glyph. Next turn coin at the cat guarded. Is the coin the cat guarded? I play the coin at cat guard. Shadgar. Bro, I got all my light shows. Bro, I'm fucking light showing, dude. Frostbolt. My boy. Shadgar. So this is probably grand. Ooh, don't like that. Void. So that'd be 7, 6. Get an extra. It also could just be double light show right now. Ooh, counterspell. We take it. Yeah. And the next turn we can go light show again into volume up, volume up into extra rewind, rewind into more light shows, and we say GG, boys. We hit them with a re. Sanitize. Get a... So bad. So bad. Oh god, here comes the tentacles. Buff my guy. Fucking dicks. Alright, I need you to clear board. Somebody, that's good. Yeah, kill your own stuff. Feels good, man. Yeah, buff nothing. Woohoo! Alright, boys. Light show. Light show. Alright, boys. Frostbolt. Counterspell. Fireball. Alright, boys. Alright, boys. The sacrifices of... We got this. 777. Yikers. Yikers. Oh my god, he's gonna overdraw like a monster. Each one of these draws him 2 more cards. That's 5 at 12, so that's 22 damage. The sacrifice. Alright. Void. Will it target if my opponent, if possible? At a random enemy, yeah. Well, I don't think this is lethal. But, fuck it. It is lethal if it does that. Hey, Lamau! I was the light show, dude. Wait, how did I lose legend ranks? How did I go down point? How did I win and I lose whatever. I mulliganed wrong against that particular deck, though. I thought he'd be, like, more control, so I kept the infinite maxitude in my hand, and that's not right. But yeah, on when I get back Sunday, Matthew, that's when I go hard. I feel like this is actually fun. I think they may nerf experience by then. You think so? I don't think so. I think the whole point is to level up fast. Yeah, level every 30 minutes. That should be fine. That's totally fine. That's still to 50. That's, what is that, 2.5 hours? 3 hours? If you... Depending on when I get back tonight. That's 5 hours. Well, I can do it faster. I'm trying to think. Like, it depends how many buttons I need to click. If they're really easy and I can, like, only spam one button, I can do it tonight. Because I just don't want to set up my UI. I would just default UI and just spam mutilate. That's probably good enough, to be honest. I probably am geared enough that I could spam just mutilate and be completely fine. Mutilate and slice and dice. You don't even need to kill. I thought you needed to kill. Alright, give me light show, baby. Some quests like that? Alright. Well, let me log in and see. No kills? Well, so what do you do? The fuck are you doing if you're not killing? Collect quest items. Zoom zoom happy time. Can you mount? Also, can you get epic mount at 50? Or is it epic mount at 60? All right, if we can get a group of if we can get a group of 5 right now, I'll do nightmare incursions. If we can do a group of 5 and I get carried because I'm not doing my UI, I'm gonna play add-onless. I played Lightshow, right? Chat, this is gonna be disgusting. Chat, I have many light shows. Naked WoW. I'm working on Prebis, bro. What does that even mean? I'm working on Prebis. Like doing dungeons? I thought Prebis was from the Nightmare stuff. Have no fear, the Bob is here in case to shoot. Hold on. Have no fear, Bob is here to cause chaos and confusion. La 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 la. What's up, Bob? Appreciate the biddies. What's Nightmare and how can I start it? It's the incursion things. The new event for the phase. Alright, this is like a lot of it's like a lot of light show, bro. This warrior has no idea what's happening right now. He's dead next turn. I think I still have a light show in the deck too, don't I? Yeah, so this is 10, 22, 36, 40, 52. This is 52 damage right here. This is physically painful to watch, this poor warrior. Yeah. This guy's Omega dead. I mean, he Bran, so like... Mole? I feel like I kind of want a Chadgar. I feel like Chadgar into, it's either Maxitude or Glyph. I don't know, he double picked off this, which means tentacles are coming. I kind of want, dude, he probably, I wonder if he picked Viper off this. If I pick Chadgar and then he Vipers me, I'm going to be really upset. I don't think I want a Chadgar. I do, but I don't. Let's just play Stargazing. Oh my god. I think that's lethal. I think I just win. Yeah, this guy is so fucking dead. And 3 more light shows on the way. Jesus, dude, that was like well over 100 damage.